name is Keisha Swafford, and I'm here with Kalvin Hackney with Hackney Fitness, and he is going to tell me about how it all got started, and what inspired him to start Hackney Fitness.
I'll be honest, my daddy. In fact, that's my daddy right there. Since I've been a kid, I've been training. My dad has been organized training me since I was 3. And when I hit 12 or 13, we took it to a whole nother level. And I played football. I was a wrestler in high school. I've done a lot of sports. And my body was bodybuilding, actually. I started bodybuilding, and I got up to like 220, and I'm putting on all that mass. And I was in the gym one day, and I had a guy talking about MMA fighting. This is back 2006. And that's MMA scene was on the scene, but it wasn't as strong as it is now. And they were saying that wrestlers make like really great fighters. And I was like, man, in my mind, I was like, I used to wrestle. But I had audacity to talk to the dude, so I'm pushing the set. And then more and more he's talking, and I said, man, I used to wrestle. It changed my life. I started training with the guy. Once I trained with him, after that 3 months, he got me my first fight. And that fight changed everything I was doing. I went from working construction to fireman. I did that for a little while, and then I became a personal trainer because it went right around with me being a fighter and training lots of guys. I became a personal trainer, and after a few years of doing the fire department, I realized that personal training was my niche. So I did that for a while until I came across the opportunity to have my own place, and I took it, and it was one of the best moves I've ever made.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love actually box here, guys. So, if you want to box or do MMA fighting or CrossFit, check him out.
Yeah.
Hackney Fitness is on 22 Bolton Avenue.
I give everybody a free workout. Your first one is free. It's on me.
Right. And so also, what inspired you? How did you become a personal trainer? What's the process?
I've always trained people, man. I just, I've been training people since I was 13. Whatever my dad puts me through, I take the kids in the neighborhood, put them through it. Just something I've always done. And I remember I was working at the fire department at the time. And on the days that I was off at the fire department, I worked at Vitamin World. And I had a guy who kept coming in. He's like, man, you need to be a trainer, be a trainer.
And around the 4th time, I was like, man, I'm going to go just so you stop bugging me, bro. Because I'm thinking, a personal trainer is a rough job. What if I don't make money? I got kids to feed. What if it doesn't work out? So I went and I talked to the lady, and she wanted to bring me up there. I went up there. I did it. I started doing it the first 2 months. What made me stop at the fire department, I was personal training. Been doing that about 2 months. And one of our captains got fired at the job. So everything changed, the camaraderie and the brotherhood. And all of a sudden, A shift hates B shift, and B shift can't stand C shift. It was crazy. Felt like the world's turned. The world turns at the fire department. So I just really started looking at it. Personal training started going really, really good. And all of a sudden, I'm making more money personal trainer than I am at the fire department. So I was like, man, it's not even fun here anymore. And I'm making more money personal training. So I went into personal training. After I did that, it changed everything. I was in 2008. I've been doing it ever since then. I love my job. I love what I do. If I became a billionaire tomorrow, I'd still be personal training the next day. So I love what I'm doing. It changed my life, and it's weird how God works. He works through people. If that guy had not been bugging me, I would have never did personal training. If my first trainer had have been there right next to me as I was doing incline press, well, I would have never started fighting. So everything fell the way it needed to, and now I'm doing it, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
What's the best, what do you like most or love most about personal training?
What I love most is to bring out of people what they don't think they have. To get to that point where they're ready to stop, they're ready to quit, they don't think they have anything else, but they do. In fact, this is the moment that you change. This is the moment that you get to be better when you don't think you have anything else, and the muscles stop working, and you're going through all of this pain, but all of this pain is only designed to help you. So motivating a person past that point is probably the greatest joy of being a personal trainer, and to see people get the results. I have tons of people come in here and tell me they want this results, but they got this result, and that's a great feeling. Take them somewhere past their expectations. So the greatest joy in it is just the people I work with, and knowing that, man, you can do anything, you put your head to it, and you stay consistent.
That is awesome, because I do training here, and it's it's brutal sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I can't do it anymore. But then I'm like, after I do actually finish, I'm like, oh, that wasn't too hard.
You got it done.
Right. Like, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned, or from training?
So the main thing is realize you don't know squat. And when you realize you don't know squat, it makes you thirsty for knowledge and makes you want more. And you can learn from anyone, man. I had a kid, I went to Oregon and did some training out there. And it was a guy about 17 years old, and we was jiu-jitsu training. We're rolling. And everything, he's teaching the moves. I just came to the classes teaching the moves. And I'm like, yes, sir. And I'm, no, sir. And no, sir. And I should do this, sir. And he stopped me. He said, man, look, Kalvin, you've been doing this longer than me, bro. You know, you're older than me. You've been doing this longer than me. So why are you calling me yes, sir, no, sir? It's because you're teaching me something. I said, brother, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. You know something I don't know. And you could have learned it yesterday. You could have learned it 5 minutes ago, but I don't know it. And if I give you the respect that you deserve, not only will you teach me, you will teach me the best way you know how. And if you teach me the best way you know how, well, I can learn, incorporate this move, and make it a part of me. So the respect thing, you respect anybody who's teaching you anything, regardless of what they've done and where they've been. They're showing me something I don't know, so give them that respect.
That's awesome. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And so I got one last question for you. For anybody out there that wants to train, that wants to box, that wants to, do something like this, what would you tell them?
Come try it out. Don't be scared. The first step is the hardest step, and that's what people think. I can't do this. This guy's going to kill me. I'm not. In fact, I'm gonna bring you in, and you're my baby now. And I'm gonna teach you just like this. And you're gonna be, well, Kalvin, I want to know. This is your first day. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna take it step by step by step. Don't be frightened. Don't be scared. And it is needed. It is needed. In this country, the #1 killer is heart disease. Regardless of what we're going through, the #1 thing that still to today kills us is heart disease. That means when people get in 35 and 40 years old, that's something they should be thinking about, because you could die. I say 35. I had a buddy of mine 2 years ago, 25. He dies because he didn't want to take the time to go to the gym. He put it off. And let's be honest, the American lifestyle will kill you. The American lifestyle will kill you. So I tell you, if you want to literally add 40 years to your life, you want to be happier, you want to look good, you want to feel good, and you want to have the confidence, make it a time to make sure you take 3 days a week to focus on your body. God gave it to you. You have one body. And you're going to have to give it back to him. You don't keep it forever. When I give it back to him, I want to know I took care of the body that he gave me, and I made the sacrifices I needed to make for him so I can live as long as I can live and be as happy as I can be.
That is awesome. Like, I believe that so wholeheartedly, because your body is a temple and you need to take care of it. Exactly. And I agree with that. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview for me. I'm so excited to, just bring it out there. And just go to Hackney Fitness, guys, because he's awesome. He's a great trainer, and he'll change your life. So go to Hackney Fitness. And I'm just going to end this my YouTube channel with the interview. Stay bold, stay brave, and stay ballin'. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ballin' with Keisha.